everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a good day. Just want to tell you, sorry I hadn't posted no videos in a couple of days. Well, it's been 3 or 4 days. A few days. I hadn't posted a video in a few days. Me and Andrew's been cleaning up and moving stuff around. What it looks like in here. I know this looks bad, but trust me, there was so much stuff here you couldn't hardly move. And that is all the boxes we have left. And most of this stuff we've got straightened away. So we put a bunch of more saws up, got everything out of the floor. Are here for repair that was stacked in our last bunch that we couldn't, that were hard to find. I've got things straightened out. Just about got everything cleaned up. So we're getting back to taking a few saws in. I've already got a few that are supposed to be coming. So I'm still trying to finish up a couple more that I have here, so I haven't took a whole bunch yet. But what we've got here is one that some people might enjoy. I don't know. Mr. Zach Shepherd probably enjoy it. He brought this saw to me a while back. And this is the deal with it. He had some trouble and took it somewhere. And the place he took it, whatever they told him or what, I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. But they sent it back. And everything appears to be fair to middling in here. But there's one problem. They did not send a bolt back with the saw. Not a single bolt. They kept every bolt for this saw. So we don't have a bolt for it. And the bearings out of it and stuff like that. So right there's the bearing that come out of it. It's shot. I think the piston in it looks okay and stuff. There's a few things running around here. So you think, well, Hopper, what are you gonna do if I ain't nothing in there? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm glad you asked. We're gonna set this stuff back in here. Set this off the table for now, because what I have done is I have hauled around and found a whole saw. Or almost a whole saw. I've got this one. Now, what I'm planning on doing is just taking this one and either robbing the bolts out of it, or just taking this one and building his saw back with this one. Those are my intentions anyway. This one's had the carburetor took off of it and stuff, but it's missing one carburetor bolt. But one carburetor bolt is a lot better than every bolt in the saw. So I've been looking after it, looking at it. I got another one over there. I got a couple more over there. This was one of the better looking ones. So I'm going to look at the other ones a little more, but I wanted to get my video started so I'd have my motivation going back. But it's either going to be this one or one of them other bottom ends over there. So I may get one of my other bottom ends depending on what they look like and start with it too. So that's the explanation for what we're going to do, and I'm going to stop it and I'm going to go look at a few more things and then we're going to get going. All right, I found a different one, and I'll tell you why. For those that aren't real, if you don't know a whole lot about the 562, there's a bolt right here. All right, the early version did not have that bolt. It was a 5-bolt case, so it had 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And then they leaked under the muffler a little bit sometimes, and they added a 6th bolt to the case. So that set of cases that I had was a 5-bolt case, I'm pretty sure, and this is a 6-bolt case. So instead of using a 5-bolt case, I'm going to try to use a 6-bolt case, because that's what his was, is a 6-bolt case. This set of cases right here don't have a bunch of wear on them, so it's in pretty decent shape. This is a newer saw apparently, because it's got a lot of Torx in it. So a lot of the bolts are Torx bolts. So. I think this saw is in pretty decent shape. I think the carburetor and stuff was robbed off of it. Was the main reason that they took it apart. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go in here and do some investigating and see if we can't build a saw out of this one for you, Zach, instead of having to go through all of that. Well, there we go. Oh, I know why this one wouldn't run. Somebody put a new piston in it. This saw literally has a brand new piston in it. Brand new, never run. They've tried to start it, but it never ran. Because they put the piston in it backwards. I don't know what we're going to do. I was thinking about using his piston and cylinder. I don't know. I'm going to have a look at this. Well, I just shot that across the dang room. Stupid circlip. It did. It went flying over there somewhere. Yeah, that looks like a brand new piston. It does not look like an OEM piston though. It don't have any writing on it, and it doesn't say Husqvarna, and it doesn't have any indicators that it's an OEM piston. So we're probably not going to use that one, because the last thing I want is for the piston to come out of this thing once we get it built and put together. His cylinder nozzle's in pretty good shape. Everything on this one looks to be pretty decent. The crank feels good. No rough sound in this. Everything looks good, so yep. It definitely needs a clutch bearing in it. Definitely needs a clutch bearing. But that's neither here nor there. This is a 2017 model. Okie dokie. Well, we gotta have the bolts. We need the bolts and the bushings out of this one. So we need all the bolts and all the bushings. Bolt with a bushing, bolt with a bushing, bolt with a bushing, bolt and no bushing. So there it is. There it is. All right. Now we've got all of that. I'm gonna get the stuff and I'm gonna pull this clutch off before I go too far. I'm setting the degree wheel up. I was on the phone with Mama, so I had to wait till I got off with her to start the camera back, but I was trying to get some stuff going. So we're gonna see what the timing numbers are. We need to go 73. Out there, 73. All right. So 73.4 is the beginning number. $105. I don't know if I can. I don't even think I can see the transfers. Dang it. That ain't no good. Means I gotta redo everything. A 73 and 105. So the exhaust is definitely gonna have to go up because I'm probably gonna lower the cylinder. I'm gonna go ahead and check the squish on it while I got it. And I used to do these just by feel, so I'm not overly concerned. These are pretty. They're pretty healthy once you get them opened up because they got a lot of opening to do. Just don't open the transfers up. If you're doing a 562, leave the transfers as small as you can leave them. That's my word of advice. Somebody else might say something else. Well, mine dynoed at almost 6 horsepower, so I'm gonna say it's pretty healthy. See what kind of squeeze? Oh, squeeze might be down there already. You might not even have to deck on the cylinder. No decking on the cylinder required. Nope, no decking on the cylinder required. It's at about 16 right now. Might even have to take just a smudge off the top of the piston. Come on, Cheer. All right. Well, there you have it. This saw has stuffer, so it's a little different, but yeah, 73 and 105 is where we're at. All right, I'm not gonna video the grinding, but what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go in here and round these holes out. I used to cut this bridge out, but I think I'm gonna leave it because that helps divide the transfer from the lower end. And I think it'll help shove more up in there. It'd take me a long time to explain all that, but I'll just show you what I'm doing. I want to leave as much in here as possible, but make it flow as best as possible. That way, whenever the piston comes down and compresses the bottom end, it drives it straight into the chamber. And the more you can drive in there, the more power you make. There's a fine line between how much you can get in and how much you can burn and stuff like that. And that's what we want to do. We want to get as much in there as we can. All right. I went in here and deburred everything. Opened them up a little bit, not a whole lot. The exhaust, I widened the exhaust a good bit and opened it up. I know it looked crooked. There's a little bit of chrome along the bottom that I didn't grind off, so it makes it look funny. I did pull the side covers off so we could check and see what the blowdown is. We're gonna set it back on there and have a look. I'm just gonna set it down on here. Check, see if it's 0 if I can find my scraper. $73.5, that's about where it should be, I think. We're just going to check it just to make sure. 148. We're just going to go 74.2 or 3. So I'd turn the air conditioner on a little bit. It's hot in here. All right. Let's see what we got for the intake. Right there, 75.5. That's where I wanted to be. 102.5. Perfect. About 117. Come on, eyeballs. Stay right there. 116. 116.3. I was trying to get right on the edge. I can't see up in there real good. My eyes ain't the best. So we're at 102.5, 75.5, and 116.3. So those are our timing numbers. And I think I'm going to go with that. Because that's, I would increase the intake more, but this is a stuffer saw. So it doesn't need as much intake timing because it has stuffers in it. There's less room to fill. So that's the reason why I don't do it. So if you're wondering, that's it. All right. I'm going to get this cylinder cleaned up. We're going to start putting this thing together. I got to find a set of circlips for the piston because they even took the circlips out of the piston. I don't think there's even a rod bearing in the box. They basically kept everything. I don't have all the bolts I need, so I'm still going to have to hunt some stuff up. We might have this thing running today if I don't film a whole bunch of it. All right, y'all. I hope you ain't disappointed because I didn't film putting it all back together. But it's together. I had to find bolts and make bolts and stuff like that. So I have not tried to crank it yet. I did pump the primer bulb and it pumped up. So the decomp's blocked off. So let's see what happens. Well. think I'm gonna be done with this one for now. It looks like it's trying to come up a storm. I hope it don't, but I think I'm gonna go in there and finish sticking the top cover and stuff back on it. Make sure everything's good. And if the weather's all right tomorrow, if it ain't rainy, we got several saws we need to take out there and play with. So we might go do some cutting tomorrow. So trying to get back to filming, just trying to get some of this stuff knocked out. So we do appreciate y'all coming. Y'all comment in the section below and chat with each other and have a good time. And go check out all our older videos. We've got there's almost 800 videos on this channel. I've been putting them out for a while now, so there's all kinds of stuff to be seen. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe, be kind, treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Remember, Jesus loves you. Bill Hopper out. Bye.